Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I just went through my scrap box, and we are going to be making, we are going to go back to 2016 when I made a flip book, and I am going to make it junk journal style, and I think it's something that will be really fun that you can use for Happy Mail. So I know a lot of you like to make things and send them out in Happy Mail, and I think this might be a fun thing to do. So it is our required mini challenge in the challenge 6.125. So if you are doing the June Just Junk and Around the House Junk Journal Challenge, this is your mini challenge in the challenge. So let's get started. Okay, so like I said, I have scraps, okay? So I have little scraps, and my bigger scraps are here. I did go through and kind of find a theme, birds and butterflies and flowers, kind of in the orange and yellow and green tones, and I'm excited to put this together. So, again, it is a flashback to flip books. And when I started my YouTube journey, I started in the niche of Happy Mail, making things and then sending them to people, and then doing swaps where I sent her something and she sent me something, and it was wonderful. It was a great way to be able to make things and to, get that pat on the back, you guys. As a crafter, that's something that we might not see or get in our immediate circle. And so I was reaching out. And so, so here we're going to make the flip book. I'm going to show you, so from my bookshelf, but it is in my scrap box, I have some bird book. From my office, I have an envelope. From bookshelf again, I've got these pieces of a book. A card would be from wrapping or gift wrapping. I have a treat bag, which like a cookie bag, which might be from the kitchen. This one happens to be embossed. And then I have this that's a true scrap because I don't know where it would fit in those other things. This is the cover of a calendar. Calendar would be office. I'm going to put these over here because they're not full page. The envelope is full page. These are not really full page. Put those over there. Tissue. Okay, so gift wrapping, tissue. Again, greeting cards would be from the gift wrapping. I have some butterfly papers. This was from my mom's stash. Oh, I just wanted to show you that as wrapping paper that. This is wrapping paper. This wrapping paper is in the emerald kits that just went out this week. And this one had some damage, but it's full page. This is wrapping paper. It's the book that the wrapping paper came in. Okay, this is the piece of the wrapping paper. I have seed catalog. Okay. I have a yellow envelope. I have butterfly page, some pattern tissue, which would be from your sewing box. So this would be from your junk mail. Okay, this would probably be from your office or gift wrapping. Bookshelf. This is an end leaf. This would be just junk. This was a bag that I got last year at the gathering. Junk mail. We have a junk mail envelope. We have a napkin. We have more pattern tissue. Napkin is kitchen. You guys, This is what was on the toilet paper at the hotel when I went and met with Big Mama and Kat and Mimi and Kelly from when we went to Springfield, and we all met in Springfield. So yeah, that was that was wrapping our toilet paper. Oh boy. Bookshelf. Okay, so that I have from, this would be bookshelf also, some steno paper and a map. Oh, these are full-size papers. Okay, I have this piece. It was in the scrap box. It is, it's vellum from the map book. These are from a mat stack, but they were in the scrap box. Oh, the garden book. Okay, and tissue. Lots of tissue. Kind of cool looking. So there's some white, and then this has a pattern on it. And then I have a scrap of scrapbook paper. Okay? So like I said, we're going to be making a flip book, and I have some pieces that I actually pulled out so that I would have them. So this paper was also in my scrap box. I think this is a hunky dory. This was from a Christmas collection, but it's orange. Okay, and I'm going to use this as my cover. The one thing, it's hard to get down. Okay, and I know, isn't this weird? I'm going to make a flip book. We'll give you the size here in just a minute. Okay, so it is going to be 8 1/4 by 8 1/2. Okay, no, not 8 1/4 by 8 1/2. It's, okay, wait a minute. 8 1/4. I'm supposed to be measuring down here by 5 7/8 is what this cover is. Okay, so that's what my cover is. Now you can use another size. I might have to cut this down because you do need to add a DearJulieJulie digital. Now you can go ahead and bring in a crafty like scrapbook paper from a scrapbook paper pad to be able to get this cover. I wanted something that was a little more sturdy, and so I'm excited about that. So I do also want to use for my first add-in page, I'm going to be using a DearJulieJulie digital. I'm going to go ahead and cut the white line off of this. This was in my scrap box. You can see it already has so it's from the Butterfly Garden kit. It has one of the Butterfly Garden pages or pieces, like a postcard, and then one of the butterflies. If you remember, Butterfly Garden is full of flowers. And then it has pages of butterflies in different sizes that you can then bring and add into the garden. So I'm when I made my butterfly, the big butterfly journal, I didn't use this piece in it, so I had it left. So yeah, this is just junk, and we are going to the scrap box, and we are pulling things out that we can use. And it might be, I have my regular scrap box, and then I have what I call my scrap buster box, and that's where I found like this page. So it's basically things that are already ready to be a page. And so that's where I found the page parts of this. I mean, you might even have a page that already has tissue paper on the back of it or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on. Okay, and it ends up pretty much fitting like perfectly. Now you could go ahead and make this a pocket over here. I'm not going to do that today. Okay. Now what glue do I get to use? Because I do know that I didn't check the glue before I started. So we're going to use our Tombow Mono liquid glue, which is my favorite glue. You can use it for everything. It's a wet glue. So where art glitter glue dries really fast, this one, you have time to play with it, and which is a good thing. But when you're making videos, it can be hard because your things are not drying. So what we're going to do is we're making our flip book, but we're making, I put the wrong page in, you guys. I put the wrong page. I put the glue on the wrong side. Okay, so it's supposed to be on this side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I should be able to still get this piece down, right? It's in the crease. Go like this. Come over here and cut this rope. But it's it's gonna last because. Okay, so I'm gonna carefully cut along this edge. Now, if I'd have made that a pocket, that could have continued to stick out. I'm going to end up probably having to cut some off of over here. Now, as a fold in, you see that we are good here. Okay. So, let's see. So we're going to fold over. And what I want to do here is I've got a butterfly page. And this is what I want to see. I want to see the orange part, but I need there to be a hinge down here at the bottom. So the other really cool thing about a flip book is that there doesn't need to be any sewing unless you want to add stitching to it. Okay, so here we go. So this is my hinge. I'm gonna, I want it to flip up there. So we're gonna add a hinged piece here. Okay, but I want it to go all the way to the bottom. Okay, so there's my hinged piece. And now, now we're going to come back and, let's see, we're going to add this piece. Okay, so this is from a magazine. Isn't it gorgeous with the zinnias? I did plant some zinnias yesterday, so I'm excited about that. And so we're going to just go around this. Now remember, I'm using things from my scrap box. It just happened that this was the right size. I had cut it out of a magazine, so every once in a while, I'll grab a magazine that's in my stash, and I'll go through it and just pull out the things that I think I'll be able to use so that the magazine itself can go away. You know, I don't need to keep the whole magazine. every once in a while. I just do that every once in a while. Okay. So yes, that right now there's space down here between my hinge and the piece that I've added, but that's going to give me a page. Okay. And I will, at the end, I will go over what the requirements are for this. Okay. But I do want you to know you will be needing a Dear Julie Julie digital. So you want to be thinking about what you might be using for that. So this is going to be the cover at this time. This cover opens up and this flips down. We're going to have more going on here, and this flips over. Okay? So you can go flip over, flip down. So, and then we are going to have from this. Okay? So I have this pocket here, or this page. And I think we will make this page into a pocket. We should have done the other one as a pocket. So you're going to be able to put either a pocket on this side or that side. That's up to you. Okay? I'm just going to say that that's up to you, which side you're going to put your pocket on. I'm going to put my pocket here. And so I'm going to go ahead and that way I've committed. We have a pocket going in. Okay, since we're doing a pocket, I'm going to go ahead and go around this edge. Okay. My piece fits the whole thing. So we'll come around and around. Okay, now I'm going to look at the front of this pocket, and I think if I go in and I go even with the bottom, I'm going to be okay. If you think you need to cut some off, go ahead and cut some off. Okay, so this is from a gardening book. So this would have been on a bookshelf. If you're like going, well, what is she talking about? Office, bookshelf. So this is our June Just Junk and Around the House. We have categories that we're using. And so office is one of the categories. And what was the other ones I talked about? Kitchen is a category. I'm going to go ahead and come all the way over. Okay. Okay, so this is what we've got. You can leave this on and add fun things to the edge of that if you want to, or you can cut it down. So we've got this pretty page. I am going to cut the top off. I know that. Okay, so we're going to come across and even up the top. You know what? Let's do it. Do it like this. Okay, so you can use scrapbook paper for the cover. And then from, and again, mine was from my my scrap box, because that's where I went for all of what I'm doing here. But you can go ahead and grab from your stash if you wanted to. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm probably going to want to go ahead and cut this. Okay. I'm going to keep those for right now. I am throwing that away. Okay, I'm going to trim up the bottom so that it's just easier to trim things as we go. So I hope y'all all had a great weekend. We enjoyed our weekend. We did go down into LA, but everything was good where we were at that point. Okay, so we've got this page. I have this flip. I have this flip and this. Okay. Now, I think this could get a little something added to it. We're going to come back to that. I'm going to go ahead and work on the cover. And then the other thing I want to do is I'm going to want to do something. Again, I think I should have gone ahead and made a pocket over here, but I didn't. Okay, I think a pocket over here and then being able to leave this on would have been great, but I didn't. Okay, so I have some fabric. Okay, and this is from my fabric stash, which you are allowed to use your fabric stash, your scraps. Okay, so this is a scrap, and I just think that the color is perfect, and so we're going to go ahead and add this to the cover, and I'm going to add it with the Tombow. Okay. So you can see, I mean, this has got all these flips and stuff, and you could go, oh, that's right. This is the one that it's compromised, so it won't work from the bottom. One of my favorite things about this glue is that you've got glue area on the bottom. Okay. So, you can use almost the entire bottle of glue, like with just, that's been one of the things about the glue bottles is it's like, unless you're refilling and then you just don't get to use all the glue that was in your bottle. But on these, you get to use all the glue. Okay, so I'm going to come. We get to come over further, right? Oh, did I do it? Okay. But the top of this one is fine. So we're just going to put it in my holder upside down. Okay, so we're going to come over here and go all the way. Oh, you know what? Do I want? Nah. I'm like, do I want I think I might want a closure, huh? I made a journal the other day and I didn't do a closure, but it was closing fine. Whoop, hello. Sorry about that. Okay, so if we go like this and go ahead and go like that. So I'm going to put it under here. I'm going to lay it down. So again, the cool reason to use a wet glue. You know, it will take a while to dry, but it will dry. Okay, there's a little bit of glue down here. Okay, now we're going to turn it over and do the same thing on this side. I'll start with where the string is going to go. Okay. There we go. And then yeah, so we're going to add pretty cover. So you could make something like this and fill it with like stationary things. If you've got somebody going off to college or a new home or something, you could fill this with like stamps and envelopes and maybe a couple of cards, a couple of paper clips, you know, things like that. I think that would be really fun. Even a couple of postcards with a couple of postcard stamps. I just think it would make a great gift. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do something here because of this. Yeah. Okay, so open, hinged bottom, and over. Okay, now we're going to want to do something with this page also while we're letting that back there continue to dry. Now I want to add a pocket. I have this from the Susan Taylor Brown stuff, and I think that might work. Now the thing is I don't want to put it, I don't want to use if I go that way, it's just a little bit. Okay, we're going to go dark on the edge, and then I can add something to this edge, right? Maybe we can add something to the whole edge because we're having to think outside the box. Okay, so in just a little while, Jeff and I go for his appointment today. We are praying for a much better outcome than the last time his tests. Jeff has polycystic kidney disease, and his numbers have apparently radically changed since December, when he had his brain surgery. Okay, so we've added that piece of fabric, giving us a pocket here. Okay. And we have these butterflies. Now, the idea for this is that you want places to add things, right? So I'm thinking here we want to add some kind of a border tuck. And so I'm going to look through my things. I don't think that's big enough. However, we have this piece. So if we took it and added it on top of here, and then that would give you a place to put some larger papers. Okay, So go ahead and I'm going to use my cutter. This is the cover that was folded, really nice wrapping paper, and this was the cover that it came with. Okay, so we've already made it so this glue should be ready. I've got my hand on the side that I want to make sure I don't add glue. Okay, so this is a border tuck. We have a pocket. We have a border tuck that we are adding in. So you'll be able to add things in here like postcards. Like if you were making this for somebody, for them to have stationery, then you could add postcards there, right? Into there. And that page. Let's go ahead. The other thing about the wet glue is you've got to help it. Help it holding it down. Okay? Now you'll have a pocket, and you can put some bigger things here, and then like you might be able to make some pages of stationery and put them in this pocket. Okay, so I have this also, and I'm really liking the way all this feels. Okay, pull that down. I'm probably going to want to do something on this. Okay. Okay, and then we do have our tie closure. Very good. Okay, now I'm thinking I can go ahead and add a pocket or something here. And then we also had, well, we have the wrapping paper. We have the seed catalog. The map. So these are all other papers. And I have this butterfly, and I'm going to put that on the front cover. Okay. So these are a little bit big for in there. They will. And a little bit big for in there. Okay. 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 Now this would be a good page for a belly band. This would have been a good page, except we needed to do something down here for a belly band. This would be a good page for a belly band. Okay, so belly band you might want to grab from one of your other pieces. I'm looking for a bigger envelope. Bigger envelope. So let's come over to my smaller stuff. Oh, here's a there. Oh, isn't that cute? It's got a butterfly on this side. That's why it was in here. Okay, so that's a fun little card that can go in there. Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay, got that. So I'm in this. And again, I've got embellishments that are already made. Oh, I've got the little bird catching guys. This is kind of cool. Okay, and you're going to get to add stickers. Okay, so, and then after you've added stickers, you're going to be able to use stickers in your journal. Now, this is from the Butterfly Garden Digital. It has yellow lines on it, but we can still use those. Let me go ahead and pull those out. And then I had these stickers also. I'm looking for an envelope. I got sidetracked. Oh, there's that. Okay. I have this one. I probably want to use it in here somewhere, but I was looking for a bigger envelope. Okay. That could go and be another, so another page could be added. Okay. Okay, so this one, we've tucked that part down. Could add a second envelope up here. I talked about putting a pocket down here. So you would have this, and then you could have that also. Okay, I think that's what we'll do. So an envelope pocket. So the flap has been put down. Okay. And then we'll add a sticker. I have this one that says thankful. Okay. So we can put something in there. And then something in this one. Okay. Pocket or fabric pocket. You can get that from your garment or from scrap. I would really recommend doing your scrap box for this whole thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next thing is to add one more flip, an envelope that flips out. Okay. Okay, so we're going to want to cover this page. This might be kind of cool. Okay, so we have that. And okay. Because we've got all this. I kind of like it. Kind of like the idea that this is magnolia. I'm like going, oh my gosh, I should put one of these with the things I'm using for the big blue kit with the emeralds, because we're going to have the magnolia kit that matches the big blue kit is going to get added. Okay. So there's that. Got a pocket and a pocket. So you're going to want to use some kind of bag. And then come here. Okay, so I want to cover up this page. Okay. So I think this came out of one of the Susan Taylor Brown books from, or not books, from my packet of paper from the gathering. Okay. I'm trying to get it inside these. Do you see the gray? I'm like, it just looks like it should go inside there. Okay. And we'll give it another pocket, because I love pockets and I cannot lie. Okay, going inside this gray area. Okay, we're good down here, along the edge, across. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that goes over. We'll have this. Oh, we'll have this. Oh, okay. I'm like, oh no. I was going to do a double tuck, but I'm not going to, okay? Because I don't want to lose. So this can go in here. Okay. This is going to give us our flip out envelope. You can use junk mail envelope or regular, but you want some kind of flip out pocket, flip out envelope on in here. It would have been better to put this on before I added the pocket, but flips out. Okay, so you've got this flipping down. So this was added with a hinge. It's underneath the pocket. Okay, I know what I'm going to add over here. From my scrap, I had some dictionary that is a ruffle. Okay, and the ruffle, we're going to let it come out just a little bit out past. Okay, so I just kind of want to see. Okay, so if I do it on the actual stitching, okay, this is how it's going to go. Okay, and it will, so we'll cut right in here so that it has a place to go. Okay. Okay, so we're going to put our glue along the stitching. Kind of cool because you can see the stitching on both sides. So when I'm putting it down on here, I'm going to be able to see the stitching. Okay. So that's the first piece. And then come to the second piece. And we'll go back up, okay? And remember, don't cut that edge. make it a big pocket on that side. If you have somebody that likes books and likes to read, then maybe you could make some "This Book Belongs To" tags, make them into stickers and put those in here along with some bookmarks. Maybe we'll do that. My daughter loves to read. She's actually writing a book, and she's doing it in handwriting because she doesn't want to be told that it was AI. So she's handwriting a book, and she likes interesting. It's not my kind of stuff, but I think it's really cool. She does social media for several authors in the genre of stuff that she likes. So there's that, okay? And then we go ahead and we're going to be able to tie this closed. And that's what I look like from the back at this time. Okay. Okay. Got a pocket in here. Okay, so I'm going to want to add something to this side. Now I do have all that wonderful stuff. Flowers, butterflies, and a song. So we could add this, and that would give a place for some small things. You know what? I really do want the art glitter glue. I don't think it's going to work, though. I lost my pen. I'm going to go see Crystal today, and she's got a pen for me. So Yeah, because I don't think that's gonna, I mean, how are we holding? Well, we are holding. Because sometimes this does not hold on the glossy paper. Okay. See, I like the fly. I want to actually put that somewhere where I can see it. Right? I'm going to put that up there. Okay, so I've got a place to put stuff here, place to put stuff here, place to put stuff here. Oh, look at this. What if we put this up here and then put a second one down further? This should have no problem sticking because it's so I'm thinking we'll do ephemera for this in another video. The base is what you're going to be making for your mini challenge in the challenge, and then I'm going to show you how we'll make ephemera to go in the spaces. Okay. And I ended up going with butterflies, but I did, I started out with birds, and I was thinking that that would be able to come in. Okay, this was, you guys, this was from one of my first journals. It was, it's a piece of a calendar. That could go on there. It could open. And then the pocket could be from the side. Okay, let's go ahead and this is what the other side looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out where I would have folded it over. Okay. I'm thinking I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay, what if we go ahead and flip this up? Okay, we're going to come over to this side and do this, that. Okay, now on this one, I want this to fold under. Actually, we'll go like this. We're at the end of the glue. Okay, there we go. Okay. Glue. So we put glue on both of those, and then this side gets glue. And we'll have a pocket on both sides. Okay. Okay, I had it right first time. Okay, so this is going to go like this. This goes down. This goes up. Okay, so I have a pocket from this side and a pocket from this side. Okay, back to the thing over here. And let's see. Oh, look at these. They're already cut out to be a pocket. More for like the side. What about here? Oh yeah, look at that. Should we put it in the bucket? There we go. Or out of the pocket. I think we're going to go in the pocket, but I think we're going to need something up along that edge. Oh, here, I've got this green. You guys, you get to use your washi tape all the challenges this year. It's automatic that you get to use your washi tape. But you can see this one has issue with the side. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add glue because I want it to stick. This really is the messy desk today. My space gets smaller and smaller. I'm surrounded by stuff. And every time I think that I am going to have time to be able to work on getting things back, life happens. So now we're dealing with Jeff's kidney issues. Something that he's known about for about 8 years, and it's been managed. And we're just hoping that those last tests were wrong. And so, okay. There's that. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could go ahead and add like washi tape along here. Get rid of that white spot. Okay. Does it fit in there better? I like that. Hee. Okay, and then you're going to be able to put some little ephemera up here. I happen to have from in my stash some clusters, so that might be something that can eventually go in there. Okay, so your and then this can also be opened. Okay, the side of the pocket can be cut open. giving you another place to put things, okay? And you can add something here if you wanted to. I think the other thing that I do want to add is I want something here and down here. Okay, so we've got our cover opens, and we have this pocket and this pocket here. So this folds. So it could be like a little card could go. No, it's too big to go in there. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, look at this. We share the land. We share the future. Oh, look at this. And I'm going to save that cactus because one of the ladies that helped us with our here, we'll do this one like this. We'll put this right next to that. And I'll make it a tuck rather than a pocket, because then you can put things in that are a little bit bigger. A tuck has two sides, the way that two sides that are closed off. Okay. Did I just, yeah, okay. Like, did I just do that the wrong direction? No. Okay. So there's that. And then you'll be able to put something in there. Okay, so we're going to want something across here. Oh, I've got that paper. This is junk mail. It says thank you. So that could go there, or it could go here as our belly band. Okay, because you do need it. You need a belly band. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this down. Okay, so we've got an envelope flip. We have a bag pocket, so you can use a lunch bag, treat bag. You can make your own bag. You can make a bag out of an envelope. You can look that up. DearJulieJulie shopping bag, I think is what her bag from an envelope. I'll see if I can find that and put it in the crafty community. Come on. I know there's not much left. probably going to get to throw this one away at the end of today. I could make it a lower so that we get all that. I think we will. We're going to make it a lower than usual belly band. Okay, had some glue come off. Just ball it up. Okay, there's that. So now we have a belly band. So if I had this whole page of stickers, we could go ahead and do that. Okay, I do have this card. I want it somewhere in here. It's the boys playing. Okay, do I have a package? I have a package. Do I have a smaller? Smaller. Okay, take that out. I'm looking for a smaller packaging real quick. I thought I grabbed a big one and a small one. I'm not seeing the smaller one, so we'll go with the bigger one. Okay, so this is the bottom. And this, I mean, you can go ahead and have your packaging, keep it so that you can close it off. And so especially since it's a gift, or you can go ahead and cut it and have it so that things, you know, go inside. This time I'm going to cut it. Okay. And I like to use double-sided tape to put it down. So down to this. Actually, the top corner is where you want to make sure that you have your sides started at the top corner. Side started at the top corner. Okay, so a packaging pocket, a fabric pocket, an envelope flip, a bag embellishment. So I used this little small gift bag, or it could be a treat bag if you have a treat bag. There you go. And you're going to use a Dear Julie Julie digital page as one of your pages. You're going to have a hinged flip. A belly band. Okay. So we already have some places for some tall things. I'm going to go ahead and put this up like this. Okay. That'll give me that. This card is going to need something to make it easy to get it out. But for right now, I'm just going to put it in there. And we'll put this one in there. So we've got the boys catching butterflies. And we've got that other one. And then this can go there. And then the one other thing is I wanted to add something to the front of the packaging. So we can take our picture frame and see if we can find Okay, this is from the I'm going to go ahead and put this down on this blue butterfly. Okay. And it is scalloped around the edges. Now that sticker would have stuck right onto that packaging, and that would have been amazing. But this is going to be easier. You could also do something like this for your belly band. Okay. And then, but you can add something to the packaging part. And by doing this, by adding a sticker somewhere in your, in here, by adding stickers, then you can use stickers in your challenge journal this month. Okay. Of course, I would start with the scrappy stickers, the ones that you've got like 2 pieces left. You can already use like the ones from, that came in junk mail. You can already use your trash, like when they're not the sticker, but this part. You can already do that. But like here, we've used an actual sticker. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press down and then lift up. Press down, lift up. Okay, come over and put this on. Oh, let's go. It's half on the sticker and half on that. Okay. Now do know that this right here is gonna go back and forth. That's okay. Let's see. Okay, this is the back, and I think we'll put that on there. I think that that'll be fun. And so let's use the bottom of I didn't have it sitting so that it could be used like that. And then I'm going to add this wherever it went, that embroidered butterfly piece. There it is. I'm going to add this to the cover somehow. Okay, here we go. We should be able to. You want to go all the way to the edges if that you can. And this will attach to fabric. So you can use this on fabric. It is wet. Very, very wet. Like this might be a better cover. I'm going to do that. So I still didn't use my my embroidered piece. I think this came from Spectrum Art Creations, or not Spectrum Art, Paper Terrace. Sorry, Jessica. From her Patreon. Okay. Now could go on the back. Okay, I like it on the back, you guys. I like it on the back. I'm thinking it could be a pocket. All right. Or well, we never did put anything on here. Okay, well, I'm thinking, and I like this fluff over here. Okay. I'm not going to make it into a pocket because I think we're good on things that to fill, because you still want to be able to close it comfortably. This is from a Reader's Digest. It's one of the end leaves, and it was in my stash, my scrap box. There we go. Okay, I'll put you guys ready. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut across there. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to add it as a tuck. Could be a belly band like that, or a tuck like that. I think we'll do this, okay? We'll do that, okay? So we will put glue here. We'll put glue across here, and here. Oh, you know what? We don't want it across there. Oops. Get it. It does clean up pretty easily. Okay, so I'm going to put it on and then add where I want the other two. Okay, we're going to put you like this. We'll add there, there. Pull it tight. Okay. And then here. Okay. So we'll just put some glue here. Okay. Okay, so let's see what you get. You get like that. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay. And I think we're going to go ahead and grab that. I don't know how I managed to not come all the way over to the edge. Let's go ahead and Add glue along here. Eventually. Okay. So this is a linen. I think it was a tablecloth. I've been using it for a long time. Made several things from it, from the flowers that were on it. Okay. I want this to be on top of course. Okay. Oh, look at this is going to come over and take care of that. Okay, so this is what we've got. I know it was a long video, you guys, but we are making a flip book, and you'll be able to fill it with fun items for somebody. Again, some of the ideas are stationery, things for somebody that loves books. Or just to hold ephemera. Okay, so you've got a place for something here. Very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so it'll just tie up. So your cover should have a closure of some sort, okay? And then 3 things on your cover. And that can include the items from the collage that you've grabbed from your stash. I'm almost thinking, because I'm ready for this to go out of my stuff, right? These 2 pieces were kept together, so I'm just going to cut around the flowers here. I don't remember what the story was on this fabric. Okay. Okay, so that can come down. It can come up. It can go right along the side. I think that's my favorite, just right along the side. Now, I will probably be doing some other things. When I do the embellishments, because now I'm going to want to probably add another little something here. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm using the same glue that I used before, and I'm just going to go ahead and get me an area started. I can go ahead and put this down. And you guys, I have actually even put embroidery down backwards on purpose. Sometimes the messy side has been just really fun to add. So go ahead and come over here and go directly on of fabric. Okay, so I can get it right up to the edge. Right up to the edge. Right up to the edge. This glue does also dry shiny, so if you can get it off. Okay, there's that. Okay, so your cover with 3 things. I have linen, scrap of fabric, and I have a collage that was made. I did just do a string closure here. Now, I will probably also add another piece of fabric here to help with the integrity of the edge, because it will continue to keep being opened and closed. Even though I've got all these other things, I don't have anything going across, okay? So large pocket, so you want at least 1 large pocket that is the full size of your journal. And this needs to be using 8.5 by 11 or larger paper, okay? So 8.5 by 11, like the digital size, copy paper size, or larger. Or I guess it's 8 1/4, because you might need to cut your edges down, okay? But rather than doing a square, like we've done flip books before out of like 6 by 6 paper, we're going with the 8.5 by 11, okay? And so I actually ended up with a large pocket here and a large pocket here, but you just need 1 large pocket. You need to have your pages set up like I set them up, okay? So if you go back and watch the video, I added a Dear Julie Julie Digital here. Your Dear Julie Digital can go on any of the pages, but you do need a full page Dear Julie Julie Digital added. Okay, so I had my cover. I added this piece, and when you close it, I added this piece with a hinge, decorated this, and then added a pocket. Okay, so you need a fabric pocket, a hinge, a border tuck, some type of tuck here, a belly band, packaging pocket, an envelope added, flap, a bag pocket, and then some tiny pockets. So there's a tiny pocket. I'm going to add another pocket here eventually, but that is not required. So your packaging, your belly band, your border tuck, fabric, some type of tuck here, envelope, bag, and then your tiny places, okay? Because you're going to want places for little things. Like you might cut these stickers up and put these stickers in this little pocket, okay? And, or you might make some of the special things. I don't have any here, but where I've taken the negative and made the little pieces. So you might do some of those, okay? Okay, so all of your pages should have, you shouldn't have any white space, okay? They should be covered with something, okay? So how many pages did I use? I used 1, 2, 3, and then our hinge. Okay, so 3 large pages plus our hinge. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Please share your finished pieces in the crafty community. That's the Dear Julie Julie crafty community. We love to see what people do. We all love to see what other people do. I probably will come back in and add like some flowers or something to this. I don't know. But some of the other things you can add in is like if you've got some words that you want to give away, that'll be great. But we are going to make embellishments to fill this. I'm going to gather what I want to use to fill it. But I think it is a lot of fun. Okay, so flip book, accordion style. Sort of. I mean, you could do that, but you've got more. That's going to work better. Have an amazing day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. And we will be back to working on the, what are they called? It's ensemble pages for the challenge. Also, today is Misfit Monday. If you are a Sapphire Patreon or above, you can find the information for the Zoom call in the Patreon, in your Patreon. So the phone number will be there. It is Misfit Monday. It should be recorded. We had some trouble with that last week, so we'll try it again. And yeah, so it's 3 o'clock our time. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I hope you guys have an amazing day. It's daylight time, daylight savings time now. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.